here. I got a lot of homies that's from here. A lot of people that I know went to school here. Some of my people where I'm from, they relocated here for jobs and all type of shit, and they actually love it. It's a different culture. The weather's definitely different. I've actually never been here before, so it's a dope experience for me to go somewhere different, get a little radio show in, and just experience something that I ain't never fucking experienced before. You know what I'm saying? Not really big Patriots, not really big Celtics. You know what I'm saying? Sports team's cool. I'm Carolina to death, but it's still love. You know what I'm saying? Came out here to fuck with my boy Rude and also LFOD Radio. We're just here to, you know what I'm saying, play some records for the album, have a good time, and get some good vibes, man. That's why we here.
We have Ron Beatty up here from New Bern, North Carolina.
Then let me just go ahead and introduce myself. I'm Ron Beatty. I'm glad to be here. Glad to be at Tufts.
He's going to be premiering his new album live on air with us. So what's up, man? Thank you for making the trip. This is dope.
No doubt, man. It was I had a journey getting here. You know, I was on the phone with JetBlue at 4 a.m.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, man. So I've been walking downtown in the rain. Like, it's been coming down, stopping, coming down. But one thing I did, man, I got some bread bowl clam chowder, man. And I'm mad that nobody told me about that before.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
I've never heard of it.
One time.
You never heard of it?
I mean, in a bread bowl?
Has a banging ass clam chowder. They serve that shit out of bread bowl, bro. Fucking immaculate.
I'm glad you got that bread bowl.
Man, I'm glad I got the bread bowl. I'm glad I finally came up here.
What's good? Faneuil Hall, man. Your boy Ron Beatty checking in. LFOD Radio, live out of Tufts University. Y'all make sure y'all tune in to Curtis Hall, 8:30. Pull up. Good vibes.
Yes, man, I'm filming the Beats Biz and Barbecue. So basically, to sum it up on a high level, we're going to a lot of mom and pop barbecue spots and actually getting the history along with local breweries and kind of tapping into the craft brewery market, because it's a market that's very similar to underground music.
Yeah.
As far as you have your kind of domestics as the bullies, and they buy shelf space and they block, you know, a lot of the smaller brands and also the smaller competitors, which is very similar to music. So, and it's like a real interesting thing. Like, I like to drink beer, you know what I'm saying? And then the beats element is then, of course, the music. Where was the part we were in today? Where all the history was? City Hall or something?
Yeah, Faneuil.
Yeah, like Faneuil. We were down there, man. You know, I had to buy a $28 charger because I lost my charger. I'm like, yeah, man, he taxed me. They taxed me.
Who's this guy?
Bill Russell.
There's not too many fucking statues in my
OG status.
Last time we spoke, the new album was going to be called Beats, Beers, and Barbecue.
Yes, and then I'm working on that to actually be completed with the actual documentary that I'm working on. So it's evolved into more of a soundtrack for film. You know what I'm saying? But now I kind of got a new inspiration, and I got a new album. It's called Nights Like This, the Down East story. So in Down East is country, collard green, your first cousins, chilling, nighttime, dirt roads, smoking, vibing, listening to music on country vibes, you know what I'm saying? Which is definitely a lot of the album. Like, it's a kind of a mellow tone album that's like gives you the reminiscent feel of Goody Mob and Outkast and UGK and those type of people who are actually saying some things, but it's a different element and it's also current. So I'm definitely excited to get into some new jams to play for y'all, because y'all are the first ones that are actually gonna hear it, that can vibe to it. So yeah, man, you know, just come, always show love to where love is given. Yeah.
True Colors, Ron Beatty, Live Free or Die. We'll be back after this.
At the Paramount Theater right here downtown, man. Always getting it. Wherever we at, we try to do the touristy shit. I know y'all looking like, damn, man, you doing mad touristy stuff. Nah, bro. You gotta experience the culture wherever you go. Whether you're in Boston, whether you're in LA, whether you're in New York. When you're in Rome, you like the Romans. It inspires you. That's why I come to places like this. And fuck all that, you know what I'm saying? We can smoke weed, we can drink, we can do all that shit. Go out and experience the city.
We talked about changing your name, and I thought it was dope how you said you didn't really change your name, you just went back to being yourself.
Right.
You became more yourself.
Definitely. You don't have to wear a mask. You don't have to create an image for yourself. You can just be yourself, you know, and that's the best feeling, because you don't have any resistance. You know, you don't have to keep up anything, because it's you know, so it just feels free. So that's why I kind of changed my name to Ron Beatty. Well, became me. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Get caught up in that
imagery, because you live in a double life. Because
there's a part of it that you need to do.
Yeah, but you definitely have to do, because you can't walk in a job interview with your raps. You know, a lot of people are, you know, they can be themselves, and then a lot of people, you know, they choose not to be. You know, about 2 weeks ago, we were just in Denver. We were in Denver, Colorado. We filmed a documentary out there with Nervous Wreck from Bomb Shelter. For all y'all who don't know who Nerve is and Bomb Shelter, he was the one that actually mentored J. Cole. So he's doing kind of a documentary series on his life, on his music, his journey, mentoring Cole and also being a business owner as well. So we were in Denver. It was like 15 of us. Cole actually popped up at the house, you know what I'm saying? Nice. He performed in Denver. He came through and he kicked it with us, and he was cooking up beats just in the mansion that we rented out. So that was like a pretty dope experience, you know what I'm saying, to like experience that.
I really like that song because it did give me a lot of really country vibes.
Yeah, it's definitely.
World Series, man. I'm not even a fucking baseball guy like that, but Red Sox, you know what I'm saying? We in Red Sox country. I'm more of a Panthers guy.
To get to my hometown, it's like 8 hours.
Okay.
You know, so that drive is crazy, but I go home when I need to. Like, I make sure I go see my fam, make sure I go see my grandma, make sure I go see my brothers, make sure I go see my mom, my dad. It's a real family vibe. So the minute I got to Atlanta, I linked up with Travis Cherry. He's the one that produced Bed. He produced Bed for Jay Holiday. He was like one of my mentors starting out in Atlanta. He showed me the way. He was showing me around Atlanta, different studios to go to, introducing me to A&Rs, introducing me to producers. So I was mad grateful. And like, I'm very reminiscent and I'm very aware of my influences, and I want that to be displayed within my music because I want people to understand this is what I like and this is the only thing that I really care about me liking. Like, I don't feel like I need to be forced to like some things. Like, I'm very authentic, I'm very honest.
Do you play with live bands?
Yes, I actually do play with live bands, and I actually keep it simple because I used to do videos. The last one I did was in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I did a freestyle with like a live guitarist. It's kind of difficult when you're like an underground artist and you want to have a live full band all the time because your costs add up. You know, it costs money to move 6 people with equipment.
Yeah, I met Ron about 5 years ago. Lived in Atlanta for about 12 years myself. Him and I linked up ATL about 2002, 2003. Really got into it in 2013. Did a couple Gucci Man videos. Ron being an artist out of North Carolina, and myself got a different mix from being in New England. I'm originally from here, from Holyoke, Massachusetts. Springfield's where my family originated. Grew up in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Went to school. I was Gatorade Player of the Year for the state for basketball in '94, so I'm an OG in the area. Glad to have Ron up here. We have the listening experience. We have Game 1 of the World Series going on. It's first time here, been a great experience. Hope to have more. Peace.
What kind of deal would you be interested in? Most independent artists say distribution, but you're saying on a day-to-day cost, even with a band.
Right.
What would be like the best opportunity for you from a label perspective?
The best opportunity for me, what a label could offer me is marketing. I don't really need distribution because there's so many companies out here that can put your music out. I don't really need producers because I have a ton of people who I grew up with that I've met over the years that are talented producers. I don't really need their engineers because I have a ton of people who do that. You know, labels, the thing about labels is, you know, growing up, I was naive to the fact, like, I just wanted a record deal. I didn't know what that entailed. I just wanted $100,000, give me $100,000 and let me be famous. You know, we can figure out the paperwork later.
Like, if you can pay your rent off of music, bro, count your blessings. Yeah, you don't need a label, but I'm not one to badmouth the label and say, yeah, like, y'all aren't good. Like, no, man. Let me take a swig. Take a swig, man. Tighten up your marketing game to say, well, it's the same way you tighten your lyric game, but it goes back to your question. That's when you should outsource somebody. Because just because I can bake a cake, that don't mean I can run a bakery. You know what I'm saying? Like, the artistry around Beatty, man, like, it's crazy because it all started in church, man. Like, I grew up in church every Sunday, like ushering, Sunday school, singing in the choir. Like, I used to sing solos and like have old women crying, bro, like killing it. Talking about singing scripture, like old Negro spiritual type stuff, and like I would have them all crying and loving me after the service, and like I took that and learned rhythm and I learned melodies, and I was like, all right, okay, but I don't want to do that. I want to rap though. So how can I find a common ground? So that common ground was to keep the edit. And then if you listen to my music, like, it's still a lot of singing, it's still a lot of harmonies, it's still a lot of melodies, because that's my background. Even if it's 10,000 people to hear a record or 50 people to hear a record, somebody's gonna hear your story, you know what I'm saying? So my pops had like a music room. Like, that was crazy for me to grow up, and like we had a designated room that was called the music room, and like I lost all my pop CDs. You know, he had CDs of Bob Marley, Michael Jackson, Freddie Jackson. He had, you know what I'm saying, Ray Charles. Like, when I woke up in the morning, the first thing I do is write. And I've been doing that for 2 years. Like, it doesn't have to be a rhyme. It doesn't have to be a rap. I just wake out of bed and, like, I write down stuff. It's raining like fuck. Chinatown, man, Boston, Massachusetts, mad as fuck. I already ate. Ain't get no egg fried rice. Ain't get no pho. Ain't get no grilled fish. Ain't get no egg rolls. I might have to circle back later on tonight though when I leave Tufts. Cause like the thing about Atlanta, what like wakes you up to is like everybody ain't good. You know what I'm saying? Let's just go ahead and set that straight. Everybody's not good, but the thing about it is like everybody does everything. Like, you're gonna run into somebody and be like, yo, man, I'm a model. You're gonna run into another motherfucker. Yo, man, I design. You're gonna run into somebody else. Yo, man, I'm a rapper. Yeah. So it's like, you're always gonna have somebody who's connected to the arts. But the thing is, it's 7 million people, so you gotta weed through who's serious and who's not.
Everybody
Because a lot of people say they do this shit, but they really don't. So then you find it out 3 weeks later, and you're like, man,
everybody's
damn, I sent you that email last week, asked you to do it first, and you didn't do it first. So I, you know what I'm saying, get the fuck out of here. But, you know what I'm saying, when you do link up with those people, like, it's producer. Like, to me, Atlanta is producer land. Like, that's where producers go, and just the way people get placements in Atlanta producer-wise is they just cook up with people. You want to have them annuity payments coming in when you're 68, where you at the house on the beach somewhere, and you getting a $4,200 check just off some shit you did 30 years ago. You know what I'm saying? That's living. Like, fuck all that. Like, that's what I'm trying to get to. I'm saying that freedom.
Fuck that, I won't struggle forever.
Somebody say fuck that.
I won't struggle for fucking ever.
Like I'm here, Boston, Chinatown, like the difference between here and Atlanta. Atlanta's black, man. Soul food, motherfucking hoods. You know what I'm saying? The representation of black people, man. That's what's in Atlanta. Not to say that this is any, like I enjoy it less or anything, but that's just what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? This is definitely a different culture. Like right now, we got different people. What's going on with y'all? How y'all doing? You see what I mean? It's just that, you know what I mean? It's just different, you know? But, yeah. We're just enjoying it, man. So explain your, like, Boston pride. You know what I'm saying? Shit, is it a lot of pride here? Is it like people take pride of being from here? Do they want to move other places? Or they're pretty much enjoy Boston and they live the Boston culture?
I feel like Boston at the moment is up and coming. It's like thriving at the moment. It's not like New York, but there's a lot of opportunities here. You have like the right people. And also diversity here too. But I don't know if you guys know about Cape Verdean people. Yeah, there's a lot of Cape Verdeans here, so it's up and coming. A lot of Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Europeans. So it's a very interesting place because you have the North End, which is like a bunch of Italians. You have Chinatown, and then if you go to Dorchester, it's Zadia, which is a Cape Verdean place. And yeah, plus I'm biracial, so I'm half Cape Verdean, half Vietnamese. So I have like a mix of both cultures.
Bus station. Right at the bus station, we ain't even going nowhere, man. We've been walking for like 5 miles in the damn rain.
I'm Beatty, and we'll be back with the man after this. You are tuned in to Live Free or Die Radio.
Big up to New Bern for holding it down, because everybody's coming together right now, so I'm proud of y'all, straight up.